Hey, it's Ty Crandall with Credit Suite, and in this short video, we're going to talk about how you can get it set up initially at no cost with the business credit reporting agencies. By the end of this training, you're going to know the exact steps to get set up with DNB, Equifax, and Experian's commercial divisions to build business credit for your EIN that's not linked to your social. If you like this, please like this video. Let's dive in. So let's talk about business credit. The first thing you need to make sure you do to build business credit is to set up an actual entity with your Secretary of State. Then go to irs.gov and make sure you have a business EIN number. You need to have an EIN number to build initial business credit because business credit is linked to your EIN number the same way as consumer credit is linked to your personal social. So you've got to get that free EIN number from irs.gov after you set up your initial business. And of course, before you even take that step, you need to do some basic things like set up your business name, set up your business phone number, set up your business address. Those are things you're going to want to do when you set up your business initially, but then make sure you have the entity set up and make sure you have that business EIN. Once you've done so, the next step is we want to start getting you set up with the actual reporting agencies. Now, the first thing you want to do is see if you're set up now. Okay, if you haven't set up a business, or if you have set up a business already, then you want to go to creditsuite.com/reports. A lot of people report a lot of information to the business credit reporting agencies, and the business reporting agencies get a lot of information from other sources, online, even from places like the Secretary of State. So you may have a credit report right now that you don't know about. The problem there is Equifax and Experian will actually give you a failing credit score even if you have no credit. So this surprises a lot of people. Don't be surprised. You can go to creditsuite.com/reports to do a free search to see if the reporting agencies know you exist now. Now, the next step, if you don't have your record set up with Dun Bradstreet, is to get your DUNS number set up with them. You can go to creditsuite.com/DUNS, D-U-N-S, for a shortcut link to DNB's website to set up your DUNS number. Now, it'll take about 10 to 15 minutes to set up your DUNS number, about 2 to 4 weeks to get your DUNS number in the mail or by email. And again, you do not need to pay for your DUNS number. I say this all the time. A lot of people fall into this trap where they pay Dun Bradstreet $1,500 in one payment or $150 a month because DNB convinces them that they need to pay that money to get your DUNS number. Your DUNS number is 100% free, and if you don't want to be sold by DNB, then never get on the phone with them. The only time DNB is ever going to get you on the phone is to try to sell you their credit builder program, which you don't need, and if you don't want, then don't get on the phone with them. So get your DUNS number for free, and the next step you want to take is you want to then come in and make sure that you start getting credit initially with all three reporting agencies. Now, Equifax and Experian will give you failing scores if they know you exist and even if you have no credit. So it's very important to get credit that reports to them very quickly. Dun Bradstreet will not create a credit report for you unless you have two things. One, you need to have that DUNS number set up. Two, you need to have 3 accounts reporting to DNB. If you have both of those, then they will establish an initial credit report and score for you. Again, are you already established now? The best way to find out is go to creditsuite.com/reports. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to start building positive business credit. And we can do this with trade vendors like Uline, Quill, Strategic Network Solutions. These companies will give you credit to buy their products and services, but they report that credit to one or more of the business credit reporting agencies, which are Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian Commercial. So you need to get credit that reports to those 3 reporting agencies, and most importantly, you need to pay your credit on time or early. All 3 of your credit scores in the commercial world are basically driven by your payment history. So if we look at Equifax's credit risk score, their main commercial credit score, a 90 or better is considered a good score, and it's 100% based on how you pay your bills. If you pay your bills on time or early, you get a 90 score. If you're late, you don't get a 90 score. Same applies with Dun & Bradstreet. In their world, paying your bills on time and as agreed gives you an 80 score. All you need to do to get a good score is pay your bills as agreed. Now, Experian's a little bit different, but 85% of your overall score has to do with payment history. The rest of it has to do with some things like industry, utilization, and other factors. But it's still overwhelmingly important with Experian, with 85% of their total score dedicated to one thing, and that one thing being paying your bills, that you do just that with all 3 of the reporting agencies. So get credit that reports to the reporting agencies, and most importantly, you need to make sure that you pay those bills on time or early to then be awarded with good, positive business credit scores that will then help you qualify for a lot more money. Now, once you're getting set up with the reporting agencies, it's very important that you keep your online records congruent. Here's why. The reporting agencies get your information from a lot of crazy places. The Yellow Pages, your Facebook page, your website. We're not expecting this, but that's where places like DNB's crawlers go to get your information. So if your business name, your phone number, your address doesn't match in all these locations, it's very possible for a secondary or third or fourth or fifth credit profile being created because the reporting agencies create a report for every unique location of your business. So for example, if you change your business address and don't change it everywhere online, then the reporting agencies gather that information and now think there's two businesses by that same name and multiple credit reports are created. It's really easy to prevent this. Just make sure that all of your online records are congruent, which means if you ever change your address, your business name, or phone number, you change everywhere online that that's located to be able to make sure that you don't have secondary, third, fourth, fifth credit reports being created because they think that you actually have multiple business locations when you don't. Now, most important, it comes very, very, very important to be able to pay your bills on time. Okay, so there's a lot of things that report on your business credit reports, including public records. You want to avoid lawsuits and judgments, collections, those kind of things. You also want to manage your credit wisely. As I mentioned, about 15% of your Experian score is calculated based on factors like utilization. But overwhelmingly, the number one thing you need to do is pay those commercial credit scores on time. If you followed the steps in this training, then you've went through, you've set up your basic business, you've got set up with the reporting agencies, we've got credit that reports to the reporting agencies, we're paying that credit as agreed, which gives us positive scores. And if you're doing these things, then that is the key to being able to have good commercial credit reports and scores. And with that, that is the key to getting the most money at the best terms for your business. So if you have any bad or derogatory items on your credit reports, you can challenge it directly with the credit reporting agencies or get it resolved with your debtors, then challenge it with the business credit reporting agencies. Remember, some factors of utilization calculates into your Experian commercial credit score. So try to manage your balances wisely, even pay off your balances at the end of each month. But again, overwhelmingly, the most important things you need to do is pay those bills on time. If you do that one thing right, then that's going to give you solid commercial credit reports and scores that you're then able to use to qualify for all kinds of credit and financing. To learn more about building your business credit, visit us online at creditsuite.com and grab our free guide that maps out the exact steps to build business credit for your EIN that's not linked to your social. If you got value, please like this video and give us a call for a free business credit consultation where we help you get your business credit reports for free with Dun Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian, which typically costs like $250 if you get them from the bureaus directly. We'll even go over those reports with you and give you tips and tactics to improve your scores. It all happens by giving us a call at 877-600-2487. That's 877-600-2487.